Chapter 4, Postmortem. Postmortem means after death. I know you know that. Everyone does. But if you're a metalhead, it also means Slayer, Rain in Blood. Funeral held for the depression of man, holds the key to his own death. All that. They don't call me Riff for nothing. We in the pack aren't privy to the details of our poor beloved boy's actual post-mortem. We're behind the wall of sleep when it comes to Peachie's family, but we've been conducting our own version. While the coroner, the police and his parents sort out how, we've been obsessing over why. We talked about suicide a lot. Me, David, Unit, all of us. But the octopussies still weren't ready to lose one of our tentacles to it. You'd think we'd be prepared. Turns out we had no idea. We talk about mental health too. Depression, feeling shitty. We talk about fuckheads, toxicity, misogyny, sexual predators, Venn diagrams. Everyone brings their own bit of knowledge. Nothing's taboo in the pack. We only know Echo used to be a cutter because she told us. Prue showed her wonky boobs to Twink, David, Echo, and me, obviously. Peachie too, it turns out. We've learned a lot about our overlaps in the 10 days since he died, since he took an early bath. Went out west. Still my favourite. I told them about my urges. Unit understood. So well, in fact, that when he said things I'd only thought in the darkest corners of my mind, it was like he'd read something I'd posted and forgotten. Uncanny. So we're doing the work, working the process, the 7 stages, 7 of 8, moving through it. I'm worried about Prue. She's struggling. I hate seeing her in pain. Oh, Peachie, you bastard. She's hurting bad. David too, he's masking it with beer and pills. Still fabulous, but smudged around the edges. He and Peachie were such a double act. Chaos gremlins. Dummy and baddie. He's not the only one self-medicating. In our own ways, we all are. School has been weird. We're allowed to come and go like timetables don't apply anymore. Most staff don't know what to do with us, so they step back and let us roam. We text each other, ditch classes, regularly. Some kids whisper when we walk through a room. Others blank us like we're not even there. As ever, the library is one of the only places we can meet up and talk. It's almost always empty anyway. Who uses the library in this town? Only the freaks, apparently. So we gather in corners when we're meant to be in another block, and we talk. Right now, we're talking about Peachie's funeral. It's tomorrow. I can't believe it's in a church. Peachie would not be happy about that, sighs Prue. Oh, I don't know. His inner goth would love the aesthetic at least, I offer. Echo shakes her head. Unit speaks for her. He didn't have an inner goth. Peachie was a rainbow. David counters. Will, he did love Creeper. They all nod. He really did, I say. At download, he knew every word. Twink can't help themself. He was the least goth Creeper fan ever, but he went in hard. Down the front in that banana costume like, Baby, you can be my end. We all laugh. You remember what happened to that banana costume? Prue asks. That girl from Wales climbed in with him and you zipped them up. The zip came off. We had to tear them out. She'd lost her bra in there somehow. We're laughing properly when the librarian appears. I don't see her coming, but the group falls quiet too fast. I look up. She's a slight, mousy woman in her 50s. Practically a caricature of a school librarian. Sorry, pay you, I say instinctively. She nods at me. 'Twas sad as sad could be, and we did speak only to break the silence. She smiles. It's fine, but I do have to try and run this place like it's still part of the faculty, even if you're the only people who've stepped foot in here all week. It's clear Monk knows her well. Fearing we'll be kicked out, he steps in. Miss Park, thanks for letting us hang out in here. We appreciate the safe space. She winces slightly at the phrase, but nods. You I know, Simon Monkford, and you're Prudence Mallory. Are the rest of you afflicted with music obsessions too? Monk nods. We're the school freaks, miss. Freaks, she repeats. You look like ordinary teenagers to me. Twink mock gasps. I don't have to come here to be insulted. Miss Park actually laughs. You don't want to be stereotyped. You don't want to be classified. Echo shakes her head. To them we'll always be freaks, mutters David. Good for you, Miss Park says. She flashes a tiny, almost apologetic devil horns gesture before turning away. They're gutting this place soon to put in some servers, she says over her shoulder. You might be interested in the music section, back of the stacks. Old rock stuff, probably going to waste. Might be worth a look. She leaves the door ajar. Monk, Prue, and Unit leap up. I take David and Twink's hands. Unit goes to put his arm around Echo, but she's already following the others. He grabs air. Twink pulls him back in with us. Remember when we played that game in the scout hut last year? Funeral playlists? Time takes a cigarette, Twink beams. I picked that. Me singing it to you from beyond the grave via YouTube. I picked Fade to Black. You picked Crawlers, says David. I hum a line in my head. Would you come to my funeral? And mourn the me you never knew. I nod. Do you remember what Peachie picked? Unit nods. Always look on the bright side of life. Because Iron Maiden, right? Bright side. Same night we talked about last songs. Iron Maiden instrumental, says David. You picked Loss for Words. I stuck with Bowie, Twink adds. The Ziggy version this time. And Peachie? There's a weight in the air. I feel guilty it doesn't come to me immediately. We were listening, Peach. We were just so tipsy. But we heard you, mate. I'll tell you what it wasn't, I say. It's sodding wasn't Hüsker Dü doing 8 miles high. David nods. Yeah, makes no sense at all. It really doesn't, Unit agrees. He picked The Sound of Silence. I ripped the piss out of him for it. That's right, I exclaim. The Sound of Silence. Disturbed, Unit confirms. I glance over. Miss Park is behind the counter. She points to the sign above us. One word, all caps. Silence! The irony is not lost on me.